What's up, YouTube? It's X. How y'all doing? I'm here to talk about my past few weeks. Just dealing with, like, looking different, right? And having to use my ID. So I try not to use my ID until I get my name changed and I get my ID changed. But I'm still running into, like, these situations where I have to use my ID. So one of these situations, I got a check. And I was trying to cash it, but, you know, my name's on the check. My name hasn't changed. I have to use my birth name, right? And so I go to the check cashing place, and I approach this guy, you know, behind the window, and I gave him the check. And he looked at the name, and he looked at me, and he said, "Who's this?" And I was like, "That's me." And then he just blatantly goes, "You're a girl?" And, like, okay, so I'm just like, I don't really want to get into it or, like, explain anything. So I'm just like, crazy, right? And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he feels so bad. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That was," what'd he say? He said, "Yeah, that wasn't right, you know. That's wrong of me." And I'm like, "No, it's cool, bro. Like, if only I could explain to you how complicated this is or how deep the rabbit hole goes." But I'm just like, "No, I just want this money from this check." So I'm just like, "Yeah, crazy." And he's like, "No, you know, there's this girl here and she comes in all the time and, you know, she wears a hat and she, you know, it's kind of boyish and, you know, that wasn't right of me and, you know, I don't know, she kind of, you know, she kind of looks like you." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Say hi to her for me." It's like, okay. So this guy just feels awful about himself. And I'm just like, you know, "Have a great day. Don't worry about it. It's cool." And I just felt really bad for him. But maybe that kind of opened his eyes to something else, at least for a moment. Other than that, I just try not to use my ID. And I pass really well, which also makes it kind of awkward when I don't pass for, like, that one person in a sea of people I do pass with. And then that one person uses the wrong pronoun, and everybody else is kind of just like, you know, either confused or I don't really know. But shit gets weird. Shit gets weird, man. So I feel like I just don't go out as much just because I'm trying to stop shit from getting awkward. Anyway, guys, if you're trying to get your name changed and your ID changed, head to your local probate court. Alright, get your name changed. And I think your anybody from your medical health team should be able to sign off on getting your gender marker changed. But you need, I think, what is it? Well, I'm going to the RMV to get mine changed, right? So I had my licensed social worker sign off on this form that you could download offline, and then I have to bring it to the RMV, get my gender marker changed. So I'm trying to do my name first, just because that's the hard part. I have to wait like 4 to 6 weeks to get a notice back in the mail or whatever. So I'm not even really looking for a job. I can't even, it's really awkward because I don't have my documentation, you know, so I'm kind of in this weird limbo area, which brings me to my next point. I have started a GoFundMe, and you know what, it's worked for people I know, it's worked for other people that, you know, are also trans and need top surgery, and it's helped for them, so I don't see why it couldn't help for me, right? Check it out in the link below. If you can, please donate. And I will continue coming out with these videos no matter what. Broke or not, alright? Thanks for checking in. It's X. Peace.